already know though. So go slow. Back my logo for show. Fogo. Get down on the. Yo, listen. Just like I told Coco, my vision is you already know though. So go slow. Back my logo for show. Fogo. Now get down on it.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features one of the best offenses in the NFL. The Jaguars rank in the top 10 in total offense. They go up against the Jets defense that will need to be at its best.
Larry, we welcome our viewers to Duval County, the northern part of Florida, and the largest city in the Sunshine State, as EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Jacksonville Jaguars. On first down, Fisher. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. Back to throw. Fisher. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A good pickup after the penalty. 12 yards. And it's second down. To throw on second down. Fisher got his man, Robbie Anderson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Fisher. And complete over the middle. Safarian-Jenkins. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Throwing on first down. Fisher. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Let's go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bruce Carter in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. Back deep for the Jets, the AFC leader in return yards in 2015, Jeremy Curley. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
Well, how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go! Blue landed! Blue landed!
Despite the heavy running, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So on 4th down, here's Matt Darr to kick it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running throw.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
They're going to look to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Coney Ely. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Brad Nordman now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And now out come the Jets. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
It's complete to Jeremy Curley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Anderson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Anderson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Off play action. Fisher. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bowman. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Shift together here from the D-line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fisher. And look out. I think he's going to go. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the Jets set to take the field. Throwing after the interception. Fisher. He hits Jermaine Kearse. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
To throw on second down, Fisher, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Fisher. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
And no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
This is taken at about the 14. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll drop to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 1st and 10, Fisher. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fisher. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fisher. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost a lending to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
All right, here we go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fisher. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. And to give this time to the tailback. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going. And really the offensive line not helping him much. To throw on 2nd down. Fisher over the middle, complete. That's Anderson. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. I hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And Anderson's got it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. And he'll give it here to his running back. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Here to his running back. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Operating from the gun, Fisher. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already, right?
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Here we go.
They'll set up to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. It's caught right side, it's Hearns. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3.
Here we go. Grand 38. Black round. Black round. Ohio. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Lambeau on for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. It doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fisher got his man complete over the middle. That's Bowman. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. He got 29 yards that time. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. To throw on 2nd down. Fisher. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. He's at the 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Fisher. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well. Yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the 1st half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. New York set to take the field. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, He's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's Matt Darr now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Pulled in at the 24. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here this first half. Now back to throw. Looking for Strong, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
So he got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Here we go now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fisher. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. A first half update now from Philadelphia. And the Eagles out in front early. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over. It's caught inside the 25. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this a 39-yard attempt. And Lambeau will put this one through.
So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south to Orlando, let's check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Here we go.
Back to throw here. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. They'll set up a throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Back to throw. Gets it to Strong. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
He'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Mercedes Lewis. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Shift together here from the D-line. To throw again. Fisher. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Jets on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Fisher. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 28. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. It makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lee. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On play action, they'll throw. Lee's got it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. And now a first down following that long gain.
Here we go. Ohio.
They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this one's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
They'll drop the throw. And this is caught by Lee. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marquise Lee, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars continue to roll. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
To throw on second down. Fisher. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A good pickup there at 22. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Here we go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. They're going to look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
And now it's second and goal. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. James O'Shaughnessy, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. Lambeau to add on the extra point. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. New York set to take the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Throwing again. Fisher. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Let's go.
And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Ohio. Ohio. Undercrush. Let's go. Ohio. Flex round.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
The play clock's running down.
Ohio.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He's got the completion to Strong. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
I'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Let's go.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Looking to throw. Fisher. Incomplete. Over the middle. Safarian Jenkins. That's good for a Jet first down. A gain of 13.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Over the middle, complete. That's Anderson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go. 3-19.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fisher. His throw incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian Jenkins. And it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception. Wow.
You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
All right, here we go.
On first down, Fisher got his man complete over the middle. It's Anderson. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. All right, here we go.
To throw on second down. Fisher, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Back to throw. Fisher. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive.
Now let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to get a score back. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Ohio. Here we go. Red 38. Red 38. Ohio. Let's go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. On the right side, caught by Green. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there? Swarming to it and not allowing that to happen. Did not let him get downfield.
2nd down now after the pass completion.
I'm coming for you, 27. I'm coming for you. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Come on, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
After that nice game there, for the rest of the game, the defense is going to have to respect the running backs as passing threats as well. Not just play them strictly to run the football. They may be able to get downfield and catch it too.
1st and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. The co-MVP of Super Bowl 12, Randy White, coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss. And he's going to go down again. The co-MVP of Super Bowl 12, Randy White, in there to drop him. And that will go into the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Come on, let's go.
Looking to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal.
Green 90. Green 90.
They'll go for it. It's Bortles. And the pressure gets to him again. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th. But they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the gun, Fisher. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Completes it to Lee. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Back to throw here. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll go down at the 28. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Let's go. 1, 9,
Now back to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Feels right. Flex round. Flex round. Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
They'll set up to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. A little too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Jaguars on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Let's go. 1, 9.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. To throw again. Fisher. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Fisher going right side here, and that's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Throwing on first down. Fisher. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Back to throw. Fisher. And that is incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, Just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he's brought down after a good game. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
And, Brandon, this is where it pays to have a big back who can take over a football game, especially in the fourth quarter when you've got the lead, your ability to not just wear people down, but close games out.
Let's go!
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, complete. That's Lee. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through it. Right there around the 35-yard line. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Running left, it's Fournette. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. On 1st and 10, Fisher. He's got his man on the crossing route. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. The grab made by Kearse over the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and short. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jaguars, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back.